Oh. Man, she looks really good sitting in the garage. She does not run, so that's all she's going to do is just sit here for now. What up, YouTube? Welcome back. Today, back on the Delorean. Surprise, surprise. I have kind of two things on the list that I want to try to get accomplished today. One is I'd like to put a wrench on this motor and see if it actually turns over by hand. I pulled all of the spark plugs out, put a little PB blaster in there. And then the second is I want to put a jumper battery on the cables and see if I have any kind of power anywhere in the car. Hopefully everything will work. I don't know. I mean, this thing's been sitting so long, I don't know if any wires are chewed up or damaged in any way, but I guess we're about to find out. Well, that's what they mean when they say blood, sweat, and tears. There was a lot of sweat, a little bit of blood, no tears yet, but some pretty creative curse words yesterday. Thus is working on cars, especially these old ones where stuff just breaks. I did not expect that to come flying off at my face, but I guess I need to expect the unexpected with these old things. Alright, pretty sure it did not come from the factory like that. I know that's not factory, and that's definitely not factory, and neither is that. The more parts I pull off this thing, the clearer the story, I guess, becomes. It's definitely hit something in the front. I already know that because I found that bent control arm, the lower control arm. I don't know what it smacked. It looks like, I don't think it was like in a front end collision with another vehicle. I think they hit a curb or something because it's just on that driver's side and it just came up underneath and damaged the lower one and bent it. Did a little damage to the radiator fans. Doesn't look like there's much damage beyond that. The rear, I don't know if they backed into something or what, because that muffler is definitely dented in and it must have hit the pulley or something on the motor. At this point, I don't know. You know, this is all brand new to me. I don't have a manual. I'm just looking around this thing, and if I see something that looks damaged or whatever, I'm assessing it, removing it if I can, and kind of, you know, letting the car just tell me its story. But now that this is out of the way, I can get a wrench on the motor and fingers crossed, we'll see if it'll turn over, or at least we'll see if it rotates. All right, luckily I had a socket big enough to get on that, and it is a 36 millimeter. So we're gonna give it a go. Negative. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this thing is trash. Yeah, that ain't moving at all. But pretty much what I figured. This thing is damaged. Now, it could be the crank is bent or something in, because if you look down at this pulley, you will see the pulley is not the way it's supposed to be. It is bent. Yeah, that's not good. So it looks like, and also this lower pulley, I mean, it's touching the case here, so that is definitely not right. You know, I expected this thing to not really be good. I'm sure there's good parts on it. So the whole notion of seeing if I could get this thing running as is, well, that has just gone out the window. The new plan is to get this pile of junk out of here and get it ready to get swapped. All right, so that's a bit of a disappointment, but not completely unexpected. When you mess with cars this old, you have to assume the worst because, you know, they've been sitting for years and years. Systems break down, things happen, stories get lost. God knows what happened to this thing. But if I'm speculating, which I am, I found a towing receipt in all the paperwork that I got with this thing. So what I am kind of putting together is, I don't know if that front end damage happened at the same time or what, but it appears that this thing got hit from behind or hit something backing into something at a pretty decent speed, enough to push that muffler into the lower pulley and push that pulley on the crank into the cases there. That's what I'm assuming happened. That's why I think it won't turn over by hand, because it's just tweaked enough up against the cases. The rest of the motor could be fine. I don't know. I pulled the plugs yesterday and they weren't horrible. There was one plug that had like some corrosion, like this greenish corrosion. I've never pulled a plug and had that happen before. I've never seen that. So that's new to me. But I'm going to press on today. The next thing I want to do is take my jumper box and I want to hook it up to the cables here where the battery was. There's the old battery there. Interesting little battery. It has these little side mounts, I guess. And it's a 42-month Interstate. That thing just looks old. Hell, it could be original for all I know. But I'm going to hook the jumper to these cables and turn the key, and let's see if we get anything. At this point, I'll take whatever I can get. Maybe the lights turn on or lights come on the dash. Anything at this point is a win. Yes, I do have a fire extinguisher standing by. Now the key doesn't want to go in. You just worked yesterday. Come on. There you go. All right. Oh, yay! I got that. Let's see if any switches do anything. Yay! Window works. Does this one work? Oh, awesome. My windows work. Okay, okay. Does the stereo work? Maybe not. All right, something's on. FM? Okay, I don't see the screen. But, okay, that's fine. Let's see. There's a power antenna somewhere. I don't know where that switch is. But, look at that. Yes. I don't know what that means. Let's cut power for a second. I don't know what that means. Let's see. I turned the key to start the car, and that's when all that stuff happened, but okay. This is a positive for me. This is a good sign. Like, stuff is working. I will take it. Let's see. All right, let's try this again. All right, come on. Why are you being such a fussy key? Okay. Let's try. Horn works. Oh, blinker works. I hear it clicking, but it's not working on the left side. Let's see. Let's see if we have any lights, like headlights or anything. No, not yet. Okay. I saw them come on. Okay, so high beams. We don't have low beams, but we got high beams. 4-ways work. What are these? Maybe that's headlights? Let's see. Nope. I don't have a dome light. Oh. I do have lights. Yay! Look at that. I do have lights. Sweet. Okay. All right. I have some radio stations. I don't know which station it is because the screen isn't telling me. It's not working, but some of them are coming in. The antenna won't go up, and I don't know. I think that's just supposed to automatically go up when you turn the radio on, because I don't see a separate button anywhere. And if you have a DeLorean, I don't know what this does, and I have no idea what this is for. So if you have one of those, please tell me. Oh, hey, the defroster was on the whole time. Look at that. I'm gonna turn that off now. Okay. I don't know how to change. I don't know how to set the stereo, so I'm just gonna leave that. But hey, I got stereo. Cool. Yeah, I think when you turn this on, I think the antenna is supposed to go up. So, okay, that's cool. Hey, at least I have some power stuff. Everything seems to be working. This light up here is not working. I think there's another dome light somewhere in the back. Door lights. Yeah, the door lights aren't working. That's okay. You know what? This is a win for today. I will absolutely take it. And hopefully in the next video you will see me pulling the motor out of this thing. I need to decide what I'm going to swap into this car. Well, let's see. I should probably have another key made just in case, because if anything happens to this, the only one I got. I'm gonna start pulling the motor out of this thing. Once that's out, I'll assess from there. It's either gonna be parted out, or I think it'd make a cool coffee table. I don't know where I'd put that though. Maybe the wife would let me stick it in the living room. That'd be pretty sweet. If you like this stuff, subscribe, hit like, follow along with all these projects I got going on. And thanks so much for watching. Stay hungry, stay foolish.